Hello everybody, it's Trainboy here, and today we're going to be doing something that is really fun in my opinion. I'm really excited to do it. So, if you've been watching F1 recently, you know that there's been a lot of rumors about the return of a certain GP, and that GP that people have been really excited for, really wanting, is the South African Grand Prix, which would be hosted in Kyalami, uh, which is a great circuit. I love this track. It's an amazing track with fast-flowing sections. It's great in GT cars. It's great in smaller Formula cars. I've raced it in both series with Racing Pals. If you know them, I'll leave a link to their Discord down in the description. Great group, and it's just one of those tracks where it's difficult, but you also once you get it down, it's such a fun track. So I think it would be great for it to go back to F1 because right now it's not an F1. And to make F1 like a World Series, I would say bring back the South African Grand Prix. I like Kyalami. Replace like Las Vegas with it or something. I don't care. I'm not near the West Coast. I don't want a Las Vegas Grand Prix. I don't care. So let's get right into this. And yeah. So before I keep on talking over and over again about how great this track is, because it is an amazing track, I just want to ask you guys to please consider leaving a like, maybe subscribing, and leaving a comment down, because comments really help me in the long run with the video. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and see ya. Okay, so we're going out on the Ultra Softs. This track is fast, and it has great overtaking zones. Ooh. This car is very easy to spin. I'm actually racing a series with it right now. It's a very good car to drive, but it's just difficult to get down. It's also very cold tires. Into Sunset. Really fast corner. Flicks it up the hill into this tight hairpin. I hate this corner with a passion in GT cars because it's so awkward and people like to send it up the inside. And there's a lot of death there. Now we're coming up to a corner called Demon Curb. Oh, because there's a curb on the inside of this corner, which will kill you if you touch it. It's so annoying on ACC. Nowadays, DRS would open about here. No DRS on this version of this track for some reason. I feel like this track would make for great overtaking opportunities, and would just be a very good track. Ooh, I thought that would be flat out. This setup might not be perfect for this track, so it was built for a fictional track called PGO International. Blasting down here. So I believe this track is only rated grade 2 right now, so it would definitely need some upgrades before it could be F1 certified again. But I think it's a great circuit with enough of a following at this point to warrant a return to the F1 calendar. I mean, it was a place to so many great moments in F1 history. Whoa, big moment there. Off the track we go. It's just one of those tracks that, like, I don't think if without it being on the calendar, I personally don't believe that it is a full series without a South African Grand Prix on the calendar. Because it's a world championship, in my opinion, should go all the way around the world. Closest it ever gets Africa's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? Yeah, Saudi Arabian, I believe. That's the closest it ever gets to Africa. So why not make it a cool, just a slight downshift? Wow. I mean, this track used to play host to almost every single one of the... This track used to be the host of the initial race of every season for years. Years. I believe the last time it was on the calendar was in the 90s, where it was taken off with apartheid coming to an end and all that craziness. I believe the last time it raced, it still had the old flag. I'll have to double check that. So this is my best estimate of what the track would be like in one of these cars, because of course this is all mods. It's a track mod for Assetto Corsa and a car mod by Race Sim Studio, which is a great group for modding. If you ever need an F1 car for AC, this group is one of the best ones. VRC is also the other one that I can recommend for F1 cars. Older F1 cars, I believe you would go for VRC. Modern F1 cars, RSS. But as you can see, this track is fast, flowing, it's fun. This track also played host to the 1983 driver strike, the start of the season between the, I believe it was 83, where drivers didn't want to drive because of safety standards, and just the standards at the time were so abysmal that the drivers wanted to make what is now the drivers union, basically, that they are that they're in. George Russell is the president, I believe, of the drivers union now. That was like one of the first times that they had a strike for safety. As I said, the track was just, it wasn't the track, but it was also the cars, because this was during the previous era of these ground effect cars, which were dangerous as all hell. And would murder you if you gave them even the slightest hint that you would be freed. A little oversteer costing me about 2/10 there. Kyalami was one of those tracks that I did not personally know about for a while. And then I started racing ACC and I found out about this track, and it's just one of those... Oh! Hey look, I'm a red car in the gravel, I'm Carlos Sainz. Oh no. I make myself laugh as I wear my McLaren shirt. Okay, so now that I feel like I have some practice at this track, I'm going to be setting up a race. So I think the starting grid is a little scuffed on this version of this track. But here we go, I guess. Oh, God. No regard from that car on giving space. Tires need to warm up fast or I'm gonna be dead meat. Brave on the brakes down the inside there. Like I said, there's a lot of overtaking opportunities on this track just because of the fact that it's such... It has good straights that lead into heavy braking. It's a lot of corners you can follow through. As the car behind, I believe that is Nick Shepard, who is a driver in a league I do with this car. Which, if you want to see videos from that league, please tell me in the comments below. I would love to share that. I'm really starting to enjoy using this car. After starting 20th, down into P12 now. Opponent strength is pretty darn high. They do not have setup. I'm going to be very careful. I do not think they would actually have a DRS zone, as Daniel Ricciardo has retired in that number 3. Let's get past... Oh! Down the inside! A little bit of a tap there from a weird version of Lando Norris. Almost coming a cropper there. As Gerhard Berger is behind me. That's a name that you don't see a lot. Gerhard Berger would have actually have raced here when F1 champion. Fun fact. Oh, if somebody goes off there. Somewhere on this field is also Community Kobayashi. Sitting plumb in... Oh boy. So we're gonna have a redo of this race. Alright, here we go. And it's lights out and away we go. Okay, here we go. Around the outside, hopefully, of Senna. Oh, there's been some sort of incident. Esteban Ocon goes flying up our inside. A little bit of a lock up there. Ocon gets all squirrely. Am I gonna be able to get past him? Side by side through Sunshine. Wow. That was incredible. He's up behind Akon now. A little bit of DRS. Whoa! That was interesting. Oh, is somebody stranded on the side of the track and Senna hits him? Big incident back there. I have somehow accidentally flipped Esteban Ocon. That was an incredible turn of events there. They have a chance at a podium now. Slight lift to the middle of Sunset. If you don't know, if you've never raced or seen Kyalami, the reason that corner is called Sunset is because when you drive it at dusk, the sun sets right in your eyes. It's really annoying. But it's also really pretty because it's a sunset. Lost a good amount of ground during that lap just because of my stupidity. Has up to only 13 of us left in this race. .118 I set. Incredible lap. Or my bad, I did not set a 118. Someone behind me set a 118, which is terrifying to see. Not even a break into that corner, it's just flat out. The leader sets a 118. Let's see, what am I able to set? 119.0. Barely catching up to P3. Whoa, almost having contact there with the blue car. As he gets off track a little bit. Get a bad turn there. Tires have started to overheat a little bit. We're on lap 4 out of 5. Car did not like that. Going to try and finish in the top 10. Still in P7 at this point. Up in the high. Coming around the final corner, I just noticed I haven't talked in a little bit. I was in trance. I was in the driving trance. 18.9 I set. Definitely could have finished in top 4, but I messed that up. That's on me. Really fun. I hope to see this track on the calendar at some point. Truly. It's a great track. And it's a shame that it's not on the calendar right now. So, I hope you all enjoyed. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.